A little bit about what happens behind the scenes at a dealership when you put a credit application in, whether it's online, the dealership's website, or when you come in the dealership. So what happens is the finance manager gets your application, they pull your credit, and then it's either put in Route 1 or Dealer Track. It's either two companies that they use. Well, it could be another company out there that I never heard of, but we use Route 1. So we put your information in there. Before that, we look at the credit bureau. The finance manager looks at the credit bureau. They're looking to look at what your credit score is. They're looking at your credit. They're looking to see what value do you have. What's the best place to send your credit application to? So they're analyzing your credit report, looking at your credit score, and then making that decision on what bank to send your application to. They're also looking at if you have a car that you're trading in. And they're also looking to see whether you have negative equity. Negative equity is when you owe $15,000 on your car, and then maybe it's worth $12,000. So then if you have negative equity, they're gonna be looking for a lender that's gonna be able to roll that negative equity onto another car, whether it's a new car or a used car. Then they're looking at, especially if you're looking to buy a used car, looking at what numbers make sense about what kind of car that you want to get into, or what kind of company, or what kind of car that bank is going to be willing to buy. What car is that bank going to be willing to buy? I say that twice because too many times a person comes in a dealership or customer and they say, you know what, I want to buy this car, I got this much down, but I got $5,000 in negative equity. Well, listen, most of the time when people come see me, they have already gone somewhere else, especially if they have negative equity, they owe too much on their car. The finance manager is putting all these things in perspective. They're making a decision about what bank they're going to, if you have negative equity, how much cash you have down. And one of the things that you want to make sure when you're trading in a car in or you're getting a new car is to let them know how much money you're working with down. As a salesperson always says, do not always tell us what is the total amount of money that you have down. Start with half the money that you have. So if you got $2,000, start with $1,000. If you got $1,000, start with $5,000. Because you don't know what the bank's gonna want. You don't know what they're gonna accept. So why not give up everything in the beginning? Why not start with half of it? Number two is, people always say, you know what, when you go into a dealership, always be ready and be pre-approved before you get there. Well, the one thing about the dealership, we have lenders that we've dealt with where we have built a relationship with. We might have that special incentivized rate, meaning that this bank might offer 0% financing for 5 years, for 60 months, or for 72 months. They might offer 0% finance, and your credit union in that bank might not even offer the 0% financing. Or they might offer that 0.9 financing. Or if you buy a used car, maybe that car is certified and they're giving you that special interest rate because that car is certified. You never know until you go to the dealership and you start asking questions. Or sometimes if you're a little bit more prepared than we are when you come in the dealership, meaning that you've been watching my videos and you've been taking notes and you've been following certain steps, you're gonna be better equipped when you go to the dealership. So if you're watching this video, subscribe, like, share, tell a person about my social media or my channel, wherever you watch this video on social media platform you're watching on, because I'm here to share information to make sure that when you go into the dealership, a little bit more well equipped than what you was before you went in there. The purpose of my videos is to what? To save you thousands of dollars. Don't learn from your mistake. Watch the videos so that you don't have to make those mistakes. All right, I'll see you in the next video.